Good evening and welcome to Big Z Sports presentation of high school basketball. Tonight, the Kind Company, TMK Valley Propane, and the Tuscarawas Insurance Agency presents the Indian Valley Braves hosting the Claymont Mustangs. Tonight's game is also brought to you by First National Bank of Denison, Wood Electric, the Cush Financial Group, Big Brothers Big Sisters of East Central Ohio, and First Federal Community Bank. Now, let's head to the Hartzler Quality Housing Mobile Studio for the best coverage of high school basketball with Big Z Sports.
Welcome back to the Wood Electric pregame. I'm now joined by Indian Valley head coach Tyrone Miller. Coach, teams played, the last three games out. You've been victorious. Tuscarawas Insurance Agency, as we're now sitting in the Hartzler's Quality Housing Mobile Studio. I'm Adam Sweski. Alongside me, Mr. Shannon Thomas. And Shannon, get a good one tonight with as the little rivalry basketball action here in February.
Yeah, it's going to be a great game. It was a great game earlier this year, and Claymont jumped out and got a lead on Indian Valley with a few minutes to go in that game, and Indian Valley fought back and then started getting some shots off, but they could never close the gap, and Claymont picked up a huge win at home. I think it was by 2 points over Indian Valley that night, so what a great game that was.
Yeah, that was back on January 6th. The Braves defeated them, the Mustangs won 60-58. That night, I remember it like it was yesterday. We were actually up at Tusky Valley High School. We had an overtime game. I do forget who they were playing. We thought we had for sure the best game in the area. Then we saw the score of this one.
Yeah, I believe you guys were doing maybe Tusky Valley and Carrollton.
It may have been, yeah.
Because I think I had a couple games going at the same time. it was a great night, like you said. It's just, these schools are literally 4 minutes apart.
Yeah.
I mean, you spend more time stopping at the stop sign down here on Wolf's Crossing than it takes to get here. So it's going to be another exciting game. And, Indian Valley ran into a stretch where they played some of the toughest teams in the Eastern District and went on a little bit of a skid right there and lost some games. And they was able to correct some things and have got a couple wins since then. Carrollton and Claymont, they lost the other night to Carrollton in a great game that me and Nick were at. And I can't remember who they played the other night.
They played Highland on Friday night.
Yeah,
so they had a tough week of competition last week.
So they're looking to right that ship. And what better to have a rivalry game and two teams that are very good right before the tournament starts here in a couple weeks.
Yeah, the Mustangs, they come in at 14-6, 8-3 in the IBC, which lands them in the second spot. Indian Valley 9-8, 7-2 in the IBC, sitting in third. So obviously in the IBC South, Highland sits above them all. They're another great season by the Hawks. But you mentioned it. I mean, this close to tournament play. I mean, the draw is going to be on Sunday. Obviously, the league implications are pretty much already a foregone conclusion. So their focus is, what do we need to do to get better for our tournament run for the ultimate goal?
And both of them, their defense will get tested tonight because with Claymont, they got Jackson Jinks and they got Miles Wolf who can do all kinds of damage. They got a couple other kids in Cole Murray that does a lot. And what's his name? Jamar Lyles, Brady Fox, those guys are decent basketball players too. But when you have two scorers like Jinks and Wolf, that Indian Valley defense is going to have to really step up. And vice versa, that Claymont defense, they're going to have to know where Colt James and Riker Williams is all night long. So your defense is going to get a little bit of a test tonight.
Yeah, absolutely. And you touched on it a little bit, how the Indian Valley Braves, some of the teams that they've played this season, Division II Watkins Memorial, they basically played the East District in Division III, Dover, New Philly, Steubenville, Tri-Valley. And then they also had a game against Division IV Cambridge, who's currently ranked number 9 in the state of Ohio. So, a non-conference schedule, and, that's a huge testament to getting better for that tournament run. Coach Ty Miller, whenever you hear that interview, he actually talks about that and kind of the game plan they had in place for that. And then on the other side of the coin, we just talked about it. That Carrollton team, they're pretty good. And Claymont went out there last week, and that was a very good contest, high-scoring game where and you're going to have matchups like that where, you may play good defense, but unfortunately sometimes you just have two good offensive squads.
Yeah, and with that Carrollton-Claymont game, one of the things that really helped Carrollton was their rebounding. And it was fun to watch because Carrollton, the guy that went up for the rebound, typically never got the rebound. I told Nick about halfway through that game, the guys underneath look like they're playing volleyball. They're going up and just trying to out-jump the Claymont kids, and they would knock the ball back out to half court, and the Carrollton kids were there. So that Claymont finally made some adjustments towards that. Some other guys started sticking back and getting some of those rebounds. But Carrollton liked to run the ball, and I think they, with their height and the way they were able to run it and in their home gym, they just kind of got away from Claymont right there at the end and picked up the win.
Yeah, in this JV game right now, Indian Valley leads 46-38. There's about a minute to play in that. And before we know it, the varsity players, they'll be out getting warmed up, and we'll be underway here fairly quickly.
Yeah, you can see some of the Claymont players have already come out in the hallway. It gets kind of boring sitting in that locker room anticipating wanting to get on the court. And like I said, it's going to be a great game tonight, and the gym's starting to fill up on both sides. The Claymont fans have been here for a while. They came and supported their JV team.
Yes.
The Indian Valley student section's completely full over there, and the pep band has made their way out. And
it's definitely going to be ruckus in here tonight. It's basically a full house, and two passionate fan bases. It's going to get loud.
Well, I might have to send Indian Valley Athletic Director Zach Golick a text and be like, hey, don't be afraid to bump that AC on.
Yes.
It did get 50 degrees outside, and a couple hundred people in here sitting on top of each other. We could use a little AC.
I would say he's just got to remember who he's got sitting up here, and we're not guys that really like to get real warm while we're sitting here.
I see the Claymont JV made a little bit of run right there to get back in this game. They were down big, and they got it within 4, and Indian Valley kind of put a couple more points on them.
Yeah, but Head coach Gary Watkins got to like to see the fight that this JV team's playing, only down 7 now, 41 seconds to play. But it looks like the Braves are going to come out victorious in the JV contest. I'm trying to think if we got another game tonight on 99.9 as the Garaway Pirates, they host the Ridgewood Generals. That should be another good game. Obviously some teams that probably wish their seasons would have gone a little bit better, but you're going to get, talking about the Pirates quickly, not too long ago, I was looking at their schedule, and every game that they lost by 6 points or less, if you would turn those into wins, they'd be a 500 ball club.
Yeah, and the thing is, not only do you play tough non-conference opponents, but when you're in the IVC has pretty much been a basketball school for generations. And, now, they do have some great football programs in there now, and the wrestling teams are top-notch, and the softball, IVC is just a great league altogether. But when you got to play that IVC gauntlet, when Garaway had to play Claymont and Indian Valley and Tusky Valley and Highland, that's just tough. And when you got to do it, when you got to play one of them on Tuesday night, another one on Friday night, come back again on Tuesday night, once you drop a couple of those, it's hard to get the momentum back. Like you said, they were in so many games this year and just kind of got away from them at the end. And we've seen that happen with Tusky Valley. Mm-hmm. That happened to Tusky Valley last year. How many times could Tusky Valley have won if they would have just flipped it 2 points? And Tusky Valley, they've kind of had a decent season.
Yeah, early in the year, we watched these Mustangs. We were out there to win the game. They won on a last-second alley-oop to Jackson Jenks. He hit it off the glass, and it fell for the game winner. That's, unfortunately, for Pirate fans, they've seen a lot of that this year. But you're right, IVC, very strong conference in many sports. And you had mentioned wrestling, and we are excited to once again we're going to have full coverage of the IVC Wrestling Championships tomorrow from Claymont High School. And with our coverage we've done this year so far, we know we're in for a great night of wrestling action tomorrow night.
Yeah, and we've had so many people come up to us and tell us they're so thankful that we expanded and started doing the wrestling. And every year it just keeps getting stronger thanks to our sponsors and stuff. Blaze and Keith have done a great job on that this year. And like I said, I think tomorrow night that battle is going to come down probably, if I had to guess, it's probably going to come down between Claymont and Garaway for the team title. And it's going to be a dandy of a time.
Yep, it will. And just like, we've done that for the last couple of years now where we've covered that event. And you know that somebody always kind of pops their head in that you're not really expecting to maybe win an individual IVC championship, and that's always exciting. Just seeing all those teams compete under one roof.
Yeah, last year I think we had a couple of shockers in weight classes where the kids won, and I hate to say it, but the kid that lost goes running out of the gym because he's so mad at himself that he made the wrong move. And those kids, and they get excited now because in wrestling, for years they didn't really get anything, and now all of a sudden we show up and we're giving them championships, and they get to wear that shirt that says IVC champion. And
yes,
and it's a big tournament for them to get ready for their sectional that's in a couple weeks. And you know, we was there last weekend for the regional dolls at Claymont. What a great day of wrestling there. Just come down to the last matches in a couple of those. And you know,
I was to say that was 4 great matches. You know, you had 4 good wrestling programs all battling each other, and it was an exciting day. Well, the Indian Valley JV, they defeated Claymont 52-43. So we are ready and getting set for varsity action. We're going to step aside here, and we're going to hear about tonight's game from guys that know a little bit more about their teams than we do, and that's both head coaches with the Jeff Wallach LLC courtside interviews with the coach. Back with more of the Wood Electric pregame after this with Big Z Sports.
Cush Financial Group has been proudly serving the community's financial needs for over 35 years. The team at Cush Financial follows an industry-leading service model with a unique approach and fiduciary responsibilities associated with their board-certified financial planner. With over 75 years of combined experience, the advisors at Cush Financial Group are here to help you achieve your financial goals. Contact their office at 330-308-8700 or visit their website at cushfinancial.com to see about scheduling your free consultation today. Securities and investment advisory services offered through Independence Capital Company Incorporated, member FINRA SIPC.
At Hartson's Quality Housing, we believe a home is where families grow, memories are made, and futures are built. For 47 years, we've stood by the values that matter most: honesty, trust, and a commitment to our community. Our goal is to provide affordable, reliable housing solutions. We don't just build homes, we invest in the future by supporting local student athletes and the schools that shape tomorrow's leaders. Whether it's on the field or in the classroom, we're proud to stand with our youth and the families who cheer them on. Hartson's Quality Housing, built on trust, committed to community.
At First Federal Community Bank, investing in our community isn't just a slogan. It's how we do business each and every day. I'm Corey Parker, mobile mortgage lender, and our goal is to empower your financial well-being and build a lasting relationship with you, your family, and your business. We're here to assist you every step of the way, from checking and savings accounts to mortgages and commercial loans. First Federal Community Bank, serving your banking needs in Dover, New Philadelphia, Yorksville, Sugar Creek, Berlin, and Mount Hope. Equal housing lender, member FDIC, NMLS number 1810696.
Welcome back to the Wood Electric pregame. It's now time for Courtside with the Coach. Brought to you by Jeff Wallach LLC. I'm joined by Claymont head coach Gary Watkins. Coach, Mustangs are off to a fantastic start here in the 25-26 season. What do you think that stems from?
I think obviously the carryover from the fall season really helps. They saw some success in football, and then early on we had some close games, and that led to some success early on. So it's been a fun season.
One of those close games was back on January 6th, where you beat these Indian Valley Braves 60-58. Talk about what type of grit that took for your team to pull that victory off at home.
Well, that seems like that was about the 4th or 5th one in that line right there we had. So I think just, again, what we did at the beginning of the season, and that carried over to January 6th when we played them.
It's one of those things that teams, they need to learn how to win. And we've witnessed a few of those you mentioned. And once they start to see how that's done, it doesn't matter how close it is at the end.
We've talked before in other years of how 5 and 6 games of 3 points and less, and now they're seeing now what it takes to get over that hump, and hopefully that continues.
Last week was a tough week, but 2 quality opponents. A loss on the road to Carrollton, then a tough loss at home against Highland. What did you see from your team? I know in a loss, but there's always learning opportunities.
Yeah, we did a two game loss back to back in December, and they bounced back. So we're expecting the same thing from them tonight.
And learning what you did against Indian Valley the first time around, what are 3 things you feel the Mustangs need to do to get the season sweep tonight?
Well, you said 3. We could make a list, but we do that every day. Coaches are always making. Here's what we want to do. We've talked the last 8 to 10 games. We got to get in the lane more. When you get in the lane, you can get other team in foul trouble. You get to the line and make shots. We've been going at 24. The last 10 games, 24 free throws a game. So that makes a difference. Obviously, you're getting the other team in foul trouble, and we got an offensive rebound. We can't give them second, third chances.
Well, Coach, good luck tonight, and after the game, enjoy that chocolate milk.
I can't wait. Thanks.
That was head coach Gary Watkins of the Claymont Mustangs. When we return, you're going to hear from Indian Valley head coach Ty Miller right after this with Big Z Sports.
Every game begins with a spark. Athletes stepping onto the court, families filling the stands, and communities coming together. At Niedenthal & Company, their belief is that this spirit is what makes our communities such special places to live and grow. To all athletes in Tuscarawas, Holmes, Wayne, and Stark counties, your dedication inspires us all. Keep pushing, keep believing, and know your communities are behind you every step of the way. Niedenthal & Company wishes all athletes competing the best of luck this season.
5-star quality, 5-star service, 5-star satisfaction. Hi, this is Chandy Salisbury with Riverside Manor Nursing and Rehabilitation Center. We are proud to be the area's only skilled nursing facility with these elite ratings. Locally owned and operated since 1978, Riverside ranks in the top 3% of nearly 1,000 Ohio facilities for outcomes, return-to-home success, and customer satisfaction. With on-site therapy 7 days a week, we help you recover quickly, safely, and confidently. Call me today at 740-498-5165 to learn more.
When you think pizza, think Amici's Pizza with locations in West Lafayette and Chenaden-Hutton. Amici's Pizza offers you your favorite traditional pizzas, as well as specialty pizzas, subs, wings, and salads. Everything from the dough to the sauce is made fresh daily. There's just something different about a pizza from Amici's. Try one today in West Lafayette or Chenaden-Hutton. Big city taste for a small city price. Learn more. Find Amici's on Facebook.
Stepping Stone Crafts and More, located on Macaulay Drive in Uricksville, has everything you need to decorate your home or office for any season throughout the year. Stepping Stone is filled wall to wall with handmade crafts, candles, and more. Plus, when the weather gets better, Stepping Stone expands their selection with a variety of outdoor decor. To see all they offer, stop by 1745 Water Street in Uricksville or find Stepping Stone Crafts and More on Facebook.
Welcome back to the Wood Electric pregame. I'm now joined by Indian Valley head coach Tyrone Miller. Coach, teams played, the last 3 games out. You've been victorious. Last time you played was last Friday against Husky Valley on the road. You got the win there. What have you seen that you've liked with the team in those past 3 games?
I think we've really just been consistent with our defensive intensity and our effort on the defensive end. I think we went through a stretch of games there where we were playing some really good opponents, and when you're playing good teams like that, you can't have any defensive breakdowns. You can't have any lapses in the game, and I think that allowed us to go back and look at those games on film and really identify some things that we needed to do better. Some of it was from an effort standpoint. Some of it was from a technique standpoint. Some of it's from a personnel standpoint, where us coaches have to, figure out who needs to be on the floor at those times. But I really think, that's kind of been our improvement over the last few games, is our effort on the defensive end of the floor.
Yeah, and you mentioned your non-conference. You played Division II, Watkins Memorial, Division III. You basically played the whole East District: Dover, Philly, Steubenville, Tri-Valley, and then in D4, you played Cambridge, who's currently sitting at number 9 in the state. What do you think that's done for the Indian Valley Braves to prepare them for the tournament run?
Yeah, everything we do is to prepare for the tournament. So we really wanted to pump up our non-league schedule. When you have to compete for 32 minutes against some really good teams like the ones that you mentioned, it's going to prepare you for later on in the season. And I think that's why you see such a big difference this second time through the IVC schedule with how we're playing and some of our scores and things like that, because we've been battle tested. We have played some really, really good competition. So, that was all kind of by design with, myself and our AD putting our schedule together. We knew that, maybe we were going to take a couple losses, but we'd rather have a couple more losses and be battle tested than have our record be overinflated by playing some lesser competition.
Absolutely. And tonight you welcome in Claymont Mustangs. You look to even the season series with them. What are 3 things you feel the Braves need to do tonight to come out of here victorious?
Yeah, obviously we gotta definitely rule the boards tonight. They're a really good rebounding team. We feel like we are as well. When we're playing our best, we're a good rebounding team. So battle on the boards is going to be really big.
Transition is going to be huge. You know, the other night against Carrollton, they scored 11 out of their 14 transition opportunities they scored on, as opposed to, I think they scored 8 out of 34 times in the half court. So keeping them out of transition, making them play half court offense is going to be really important for us. And then for us, it's, you know, sharing the ball. You know, we know they're going to collapse really hard in the paint on guys like Riker and Colt. Them being able to spray the ball out to good shooters, and our guys just sharing the ball and finding the open guy is going to be really important.
Coach, thank you so much for your time and good luck tonight.
Thanks, Adam.
That was head coach Tyrone Miller of the Indian Valley Braves. When we return on the Wood Electric pregame, we'll have starting lineups and tip-off of Indian Valley against Claymont. After this with Big Z Sports.
PAC Drilling, a family-owned and operated company since 2005 in Bolivar, takes pride in being an economic oil and gas drilling company. PAC's objective is to contribute to American energy independence through profitable development, operation, and marketing of oil and natural gas wells. PAC also employs operating technicians to oversee each and every well drilled to maximize its productivity and longevity. Contact PAC Drilling at pacdrilling.com.
Technology shouldn't slow us down. It should move us forward. At Lodgevision Technologies, we've been helping local businesses for over 12 years on US 62 in Winesburg, solving tech problems and making everyday operations easier. And we're here with custom IT solutions that just simply work. At Lodgevision, it's people first. That means service with integrity, professionalism, and genuine care. Call 330-234-5025 for your free consultation today. Lodgevision Technologies, local IT, real solutions, people first.
Hey, other guys' insurance, you got Kyle.
Hey, Kyle, it's Brenda. I was just reading through your proposal and I have a few questions.
When we drafted up your proposal, we really aimed right down the middle.
Sometimes wonder if your insurance agent true priority is more time on the golf course. At Hummel, we do insurance differently. Our expert advisors help you not only mitigate risk, but operate more efficiently, decrease employee turnover, and increase your bottom line.
Welcome back to Indian Valley High School as we're about 5 minutes from tip-off of the varsity action. And I'll tell you what, Shannon, both coaches, you can tell, I know we touched on it, and then they talked about it, how close we are to tournament season. That's just one of the keys now. They just want to get better and do the right things to get that team, to get their teams in the right placement for tournament time.
One thing you got when you got veteran coaches like you have in Gary Watkins and Tyrone Miller, plus also they were great basketball players themselves, they know how important the end of the season is leading into the tournament time. You got to coach your kids in a way to make them think that they're unstoppable. But in reverse, if a kid doesn't listen, sometimes things can get away from it quick, you know. And tonight you'll depend on your senior leadership or your underclassmen, because both these teams got great underclassmen on their teams. But they're going to have to do what you've been coached to do. There's a level of basketball IQ that comes in, but if you're not going to run the plays that you're coached to do, if you're not going to hustle the way you're coached to, you know, it could be a long night.
It can. And, you know, there was one part of that interview with Claymont head coach Gary Watkins that really stuck out to me, and I told you about it, was whenever, you know, the Mustangs, as I mentioned before, they come in at 14-6. Very successful basketball season thus far. And I asked him in the interview, you know, what do you credit a lot of that to? And he said the success. He felt that the success that Claymont had in the fall is carrying over into the winter season. And, you know, we talk about that to nauseum, that, you know, you get a winning culture into a school, and it kind of catches fire, and it just keeps rolling and rolling and rolling, and every sport reaps the benefits of it.
Yeah, and I'll go one step further with that. I made the comment a couple years ago whenever the wrestling program hired Kyle Warner as their head coach, and he brought on his brothers as assistant, and he brought on Colin Clark as an assistant. And I said, if you want to see the football program change, it's going to start with the wrestling program. Now, mind you, some of those kids don't play football, but most of them do. And I always said back when I went to school at Claymont, all of our sports were successful because of how successful our wrestling program was. Well, that wrestling program a couple years ago took a turn. It took them a little bit to get them to where they want, and now that wrestling program has come back around to being a state-ranked wrestling program again. They're slowly building that back up. Well, now all of a sudden, the football team makes some adjustments. They hire a new coach, and that kind of turned the corner in the fall. So each season kind of feeds off the other season. Well, now all of a sudden, here you go, the basketball team. The last few years would have a lot of games that they would drop, real close games. Well, now those kids that played football got a taste of winning. And
Yes.
once you start tasting winning, it's like blood to sharks, man.
And they find those ways, those close games, then they find those ways on the basketball floor to do what it takes to get those victories instead of being losses.
Yeah, just an outstanding season for the Claymont Mustangs. We said coming into this year they was going to be a team that surprised a lot of people, and they've surprised a lot of people.
Yes, absolutely. And for those Claymont Mustangs, your Needenthal & Company keys to the game for the Mustangs to come out of here victorious and get the season sweep.
I think they're going to have to play some great half-court defense. They're going to have to know where Colt James and Riker Williams is at all times. They're going to have to bring the pressure. They're going to have to take care of the basketball, and they're going to have to get Jackson Jinks and Miles Wolf gone early on offense.
I would agree with that, and I'm sure Coach Watkins would agree as well. For the Indian Valley Braves, their Needenthal & Company keys to the game to split the season series and come out of here with a win.
I think if Indian Valley watched the game film from Carrollton, I think they're going to have to come out and try to control the tempo, try to run with them. Next big thing they're going to have to do is they're going to have to rebound. They're going to have to get in there, follow your shots, get the rebounds if there is, get defensive rebounds, keep Claymont off of the glass, turn those into points. And the same thing then with them, they're going to have to take care of the ball. Claymont eventually is going to try to bring pressure. If you can't take care of the ball, you're going to lose the basketball game.
And two things that I'll add into both of those that I think both teams can it can help both teams. Obviously, but we've mentioned the crowd. Both sides of the gym are packed. Which team is going to keep the crowd on their side, keep it loud for them? And the other thing is going to be who can shoot the best percentage from the free throw line, because those free throws, especially in close games, they're always a key part in the result.
Yeah, if you're going to the charity stripe, take advantage of it.
Absolutely. Well, we're going to step aside for the national anthem and be back with the PAC Drilling starting lineups right after this with Big Z Sports.
There's something special about Newtown Mall. It's more than just a place to shop, it's where the community comes together. Whether you're finding the perfect gift, meeting up with friends, or just enjoying a stroll through your favorite stores, it's a great time anytime. With local favorites, familiar faces, and new experiences waiting around every corner, there's always a reason to visit. Stay connected and see what's happening. Follow us on Facebook and Instagram, or visit newtownmall.com today.
Newtown Mall, a great time anytime. Newtown Mall, this town is your town.
Brown ceiling tiles and wet spots on concrete? Are these things familiar? These are just surface level issues that affect labor hours, safety, and culture. Let us tell you how we can eliminate those issues. It all starts with a handshake. When we connect, you have our full attention. Our team of estimators and account managers will tailor a solution for your roof and your budget. Hundreds of years ago, business was started on a handshake. At Rightmark Roofing, we build more than roofs. We build relationships.
Jeff Wallach LLC is a family-owned and operated company proudly serving greater Northeast Ohio and surrounding communities for over 25 years. We specialize in vinyl siding, replacement windows and doors, gutters, downspouts, and much more. We provide quality service regardless of the size or scope of the project. Our crews are reliable, respectful, and mindful of a safe work environment. Jeff Wallach LLC is certified by the Better Business Bureau. Call today and discover how we can assist you in making your vision a reality.
At Kent State Tuscarawas, you create your own success. Choose from over 30 bachelor's and associate degrees, including animation game design, information technology, early childhood education, engineering technology, business management, nursing, and vet tech. Our tuition is low, our professors are excellent, and we deliver a high-quality academic experience. Stay close to home. Spend less. Prepare for your future today at Kent State Tuscarawas. You belong here.
Welcome back to Indian Valley High School as we are getting set now for starting lineups. And we'll go ahead and do that ourselves. And Shannon, I think you have the PAC Drilling starting lineups.
Yeah, for the Claymont Mustangs, starting wearing number 1 will be junior Brady Fox. Then will be Carson Golick. He's a senior and wears number 3, followed up by number 4, Miles Wolf, who's also a senior. Number 24, his friends call him Randy. We'll call him Cole Murray. He's a senior. And number 30, Jackson Jinks. He's a junior. And for your Indian Valley Braves, be number 1, a 6'3" junior, Colt James. Number 3, a 6'1" senior, Deegan Beaver. Number 5, a 6' junior, Cam Inama. Number 11, a 5'10" junior, Kylan McDonald. And followed up by number 22, a 6' junior. His friends call him Frank. We'll call him Riker Williams.
All right, so we got 2 friends on the floor.
Yep, we got a Frank and a Randy. and they're both going to bring their lunch pail and try to do some work.
Yes, they are. Well, we're all set here in the Hartzler's Quality Housing Mobile Studio for some IVC South basketball. And tip-off is up now as the host Braves look to split the season series, and the Mustangs, they're looking for a sweep.
Yeah, and this is going to be one of these games, man. It's going to be intense the whole game. And there will be a point in the game where fans will try to blame the referees will blame the players will blame the coaches, and the coaches will blame us.
Yes.
But we're just here to watch basketball.
We are, and there's nobody left for us to blame, so we just got to take it. As Colt James wins the tip, Bieber secures it, gets to Williams, and then back to McDonald to bring it over the timeline and get things underway from Indian Valley High School. James finds Bieber in the corner. Bieber gets it to Riker Williams. Williams to Bieber for 3. Front iron, no good. Jinks with the rebound. Brings it up the floor. Jinks gets it to Murray in the corner. He thought about the 3, drives in, gets the contact foul. Looks like that's going to be Cam Inama on the Braves foul.
They're going to call Colt James on that one. I'm going to say he grabbed his wrist as he tried to go under, and that's a huge foul.
That is a huge foul.
On one of your leaders right there, only 26 seconds into the game.
Yeah, I got a very large student section in front of me on that corner, so that was kind of hard to see as Murray hits the front iron. No good on the first free throw.
Yeah, well, I didn't see who created the foul either. I just seen the referee stick the number 1 up.
And you know what that means? Foul's on number 1. Murray's second shot, up and good. McDonald calls out the sign, get the Braves offense going, gets it over the timeline. Gets it to Riker Williams in front of the Claymont bench. Back to McDonald. To Inama, thought about the 3. Shot, fake, and drive. Looked like a travel. Carson Golick with the steal there for the Mustangs.
Yeah, big steal right there by Golick. Like I said, looked like Inama lost his footing and started to travel, and I think he just kind of hurried up and throwed it away before he got called with it, and Golick got the steal.
Murray gets back out to Fox. Fox surveys, shot fake. Wolf in the corner. He's guarded by Bieber. Gets it out top to Jinks. James has that assignment. Nice move by Jackson Jinks. A little too strong. Braves cannot control the rebound, though. Mustangs will maintain possession.
Yeah, James did a nice job to make Jinks alter his shot, went off the backboard, and Bieber come in there fast to try to get the rebound, and it kind of hit him in the chest, and he just couldn't get a hold of it.
Brady Fox looks to inbound, finds Cole Murray. Murray thought about the turnaround, shot off by Bieber. Gets it around to Jinks. Back out top to Fox. To Miles Wolf. Miles Wolf, heavy pressure there by Colt James, but a nice move by Miles Wolf. Lay it off the glass, up and good. 3-0 Mustangs.
Yeah, Wolf knew Riker Williams kind of pulled off of Jinks, but he didn't want to leave Jinks there, thinking he would dish it over to Jinks. And Wolf kind of did a little Euro step and got the bucket.
McDonald with a nice drive down the lane, rattles around and falls. And that's one thing I noticed on the offensive end for the Mustangs. I think there's going to be so much focus on where Jackson Jinks is at. I think other Mustangs can get easy buckets if they make the right pass.
Yeah, Miles Wolf has had an outstanding senior season. If they're not paying attention, he'll light them up.
Cole Murray, foul line jumper, no good. Colt James with the rebound. Riker Williams pushing the tempo. Little contact by Jinks, nothing called. Buries the turnaround jumper, 4-3 Braves.
Yeah, Riker likes that little fadeaway jumper right there. Spins around just, and there's a charge on Jinks.
Yeah, Jinks, Colt James was in position. Basically, as soon as Jinks started that move, Colt James is right in front of him. Easy call for the official there on the baseline.
Yeah, like I said, James did a nice job. Kept his feet planted, kept his body squared. And best thing he didn't do is he didn't lean forward. If you lean forward, you get called for the block, but he held his ground.
A little over 5 minutes to play here in the first quarter. Anama works it around to James, to Bieber, all the way around to McDonald. Braves just working the ball around right now, looking for an opening. Colt James thought about it, steps to the side, shot up no good. Anama, Johnny on the spot under the hoop, offensive rebound up and good.
Yeah, nice job by Nam right there. He comes in there, makes sure he knows where the ball's at, gets it, does like a little reverse layup to get the bucket.
Miles Wolf with Riker Williams on him, gets it to Jinx. Jinx hounded by Colt James. Those two looks like they have a little extracurricular going on already.
They're kind of getting their arms on each other and doing little half flops to see if they can get the call.
Brady Fox with a nice underhand move, shot up no good. McDonald tries to corral the board and does. He's pushing the tempo with two Mustangs behind him to the corner. Anama three-point shot up no good. Colt James offensive rebound tipped away by Jackson Jinx.
Yeah, you get those rebounds, you better secure them. If you don't, somebody's going to come in and poke them from behind.
The Mustangs slow it down a little bit. Miles Wolf with a hard drive to the hoop. Nothing called there, a lot of contact. Can't tell who's got it in the corner. Oh, Jinx has it in the corner. Couldn't tell where he was at, though, on the three-point shot. Just got to watch the scoreboard to see what happened.
Yeah, that's what I was doing. I was looking at the scoreboard. That's huge for Jinx right there. Ties the game up at 6-6.
Both teams keeping the pace up tonight. Riker Williams top of the key, three-pointer, good. 9-6 Braves. Mustangs come right back. Cole Murray with a hard drive, going to get a contact foul there on, looks like Deegan Bieber.
Braves are going to make the first substitution here as Hayden Bieber is going to come in. He's going to come in for his brother Deegan Bieber. Claymont is yet to make a substitution. This could be a game where legs come into play later if teams aren't substituting.
For sure. Miles Wolf, top of the arc three, no good. Rebounded by Hayden Bieber. Going to get a tic-tac call on Carson Golick. Obviously, he was kind of running by Bieber there. That was one of those fouls that Coach Watkins doesn't want to see that. I mean, you're 60 feet away from the hoop.
Yeah, and it's one of those calls also at the same time. It's like you've seen all this contact that's gone on, and now we're going to call that. And, but there's three officials on the floor, and all three officials are going to call the game a different way.
Yep. 9-6, a little over 3 minutes to play here in the first quarter. McDonald surveying the defense. Gets it back to Riker Williams. Williams to Anama. Back over to Hayden Bieber. Nice back cut there by McDonald. Shot up no good. Lyles with the rebound for the Mustangs.
Yeah, Lyles coming in off the bench, makes his presence noticed real quick.
Miles Wolf takes it hard to the hoop, looking for contact himself. Ball batted away there. Hayden Bieber recovered it, threw it, but unfortunately the Braves were unable to come up with it as Jackson Jinx does. Goes up, bucket good, and the foul.
Yeah, nice job by Bieber to get the ball to Kyler McDonald, but he took as soon as it hit his hands, he took his eyes off of it and he kind of dropped it. Jinx picked it up, and as soon as he picked it up, instead of him just letting Jinx go, he kind of grabbed the holding, so he gets called for the foul.
Both teams, a lot of hustle early on. Jinx shot up, no good from the First Federal Community Bank foul line. Braves pushing the tempo again. Hayden Bieber, three-point shot, no good. Miles Wolf corrals that board. Jackson Jinx gets it on the far wing. Gets it back to Fox, shot fake. Nice spin move into the lane, shot up, no good. Joloff tried to get the rebound, could not corral it, Braves ball.
Yeah, I think Fox would have had a better shot if he would have pulled the trigger when he first got it. Instead, he tried to do the right thing and take a dribble and get a better shot, and I think it cost him.
And that's what a lot of times good point guards, that's what they're going to do. They're going to overthink because they're looking to pass first, and sometimes they don't realize how open they are when they catch the pass. Colt James with a nice feed to Deegan Bieber. Turnaround jumper is good. 11-8 Braves, a little over 2 minutes to play here in the first quarter. As Miles Wolf, Riker Williams on him, gets it to Jackson Jenks.
Williams pokes out of Jenks' hands, goes out of bounds. It's going to stay Claymont ball.
What a turnout by the Braves student section. It's huge. Claymont's got a big one of their own.
Yeah, the poor fans sitting around both them student sections.
That was Joloff getting it to Jenks. Jenks thought about the three. Gets it to Lyles. Joloff shuffled the feet there. I didn't know if he was going to get away with it or not.
Yeah, he had the right idea, but
Yes.
it's another one of those things. I think he thought about it first, and he moved that foot twice.
McDonald brings it up the floor, gets it over to Colt James. James thought about the three. Jenks tapped it away. James able to corral it. Gets it to McDonald in the corner. Three-point shot, long off. Didn't catch anything. Waiting to see the call. Oh, it's going to be off Miles Wolf. Braves maintain possession.
Yeah, and I'll be the first to say it. I think Indian Valley caught a break right there because I thought it went off the head of one of the Braves players, but maybe Wolf touched it again.
Early on, the Braves are getting a lot of open looks from the three-point line. I think Riker Williams is the only one that's actually connected on one.
Yeah, you know what? You got to make a decision. Are you going to live and die by the three-pointer? Because if you don't get hot soon, you probably ought to start driving.
And Riker Williams is hot.
Unless you're Riker Williams.
14-8, Indian Valley leads. 1:15 to play in the first quarter. Miles Wolf brings it up the floor. Murray gets it to Joloff. Joloff creates some space. Foul line jumper, no good. Deegan Bieber with the rebound. Gets it to Williams. Williams pushes, pops up. Three-point shot, good again.
That's three three-pointers for Frank.
Yeah, Riker Williams is feeling it from outside. Joloff gets it to Cole Murray. Cole Murray with a scoop shot, no good. Riker Williams with the rebound. He pushes it up the floor. I'm guessing he might stop and shoot it. He kicks it out and batted away there by Joloff.
Yeah, nice job right there by Joloff. Got his hand up, knocked that one out of bounds. 33 seconds left here in the first quarter. Indian Valley's up 17-8.
McDonald gets it into Bieber. Back to McDonald. McDonald to Riker Williams. He gets it back to McDonald. McDonald thought about it. Riker Williams slows it down. Head coach Ty Miller out there telling him to play. McDonald being hounded by Lyles. Hayden Bieber gets himself into the corner. Riker Williams, a three-point shot off the back iron, no good. That'll end the first quarter. 17-8, Indian Valley leads. We'll be back with more action on Big Z Sports right after this.
If you're planning a major concrete project, you need the help of Stocker Concrete Company. From precast concrete products to ready-mix concrete, sand, gravel, limestone, and concrete block, the professionals at Stocker Concrete can help you get started and keep you on the path to completion using the best materials you can find. Stocker Concrete is the concrete material provider you can count on. See them at 7574 Route 36, Janaden-Hutton, or call 740-254-4626.
Dumont Sporting Goods in Dover and Canton has just what you're looking for, so your athlete has the best gear for the sports they play. Dumont's has a large apparel selection and can handle your customized screen printing as well as embroidery for your team or business. For sporting goods and for all your apparel needs, Dumont Sporting Goods in Dover and Canton has everything you want to play and look your best.
Welcome back to Indian Valley High School. As the Indian Valley Braves, they lead Claymont 17-8. Basically, Riker Williams was the difference in that first quarter, hitting three three-pointers early on.
Well, yeah, you take away his three three-pointers, it's tied 8-8.
And I have a feeling that might be, as Colt James gets in position again to draw another charge on Jackson Jenks.
Yeah, that'll be Jenks' second foul.
Colt James using quick feet right now. Jackson Jenks, you can tell he wants to drive. He's got the moves to do it, but he's got to be aware of where that defender's at so you don't pick up any more fouls.
Yeah, now you got to start thinking because you don't want to get yourself in trouble and have to go sit on the bench.
Yeah. Bieber gets it over to Colt James. Colt James to Anama. Anama back out to McDonald to Bieber. Colt James thought about the three. Gets it back to McDonald.
If you notice, we started this quarter with Riker Williams on the bench.
Oh, that is true. Colt James kind of forced the shot up there. Jinx with the rebound. Gets it to Brady Fox. Fox to Cole Murray. Murray to Jinx. Top of the arc. Three. No good. Head coach Gary Watkins looking for the contact foul there. And now we got a technical foul called as well.
Yeah, not sure who they're going to get the technical foul on.
I think it was on Cole Murray, but he's extremely confused. So Anama will shoot the foul shot. Rattles around and falls.
Yeah, everybody's upset. There was definitely contact down there with Jinx as he got that shot off, and him and James tripped over each other.
Anama buries the second one. And that's what I think head coach Gary Watkins, I don't even think he knew when the technical took place. I think there's just a lot of confusion right now. Anama hits another one. Did they call a double technical?
No, Anama went up for the shot. I think that's how he got his first two foul shots.
Oh, and then they did the technical
and then
after.
They did the
technical.
technical.
So he hit 3 out of 4. And the Braves will get the ball.
Yeah, and that right there, that's the big thing right there. You get the ball because now if you're in the Valley, you could possibly turn this into a 5 or 6 point swing.
Head coach Gary Watkins, I think all he's trying to do is get an explanation, and right now he was unable to do that. But anyways, Riker Williams thinking about a three. Kicks it out to Anama, 3-point shot. Little long, Jinx with the rebound.
Jinx' third rebound here in the first half.
Miles Wolf brings it up the floor. Tries to spin in front of Colt James. Gonna get the travel call.
Yeah, I don't know if James was sitting there to get ready to take a charge or what.
Yeah.
When Miles Wolf spun, he got into James, and then they both just kind of went backwards, and they called Wolf for the travel.
Yeah, with obviously with James in the position that he was in, there was obviously contact. That's why I think there were so many that were kind of surprised by the call. As Bieber shoots a three, that one's long. Jinx with another rebound. Jinx with a hard drive to the hoop. Draws the contact that time. Looks like that one's going to be on Hayden Bieber.
That's Braxton Van Fossen, the freshman, number 24.
Good call. So Jinx steps into the First Federal Community Bank foul line. First shot up and good.
You know, with that 50-degree day today, you probably ought to start thinking about going down to Stepping Stones Crafts and More. Get you some outside decorations. Get ready to buy some flowers here.
This weather will make you think of all that kind of stuff as Jinx buries the second one.
My wife's already thinking about it. We're talking mulch. We get our flowers from Stepping Stone every year, and our favorite thing we ever bought from down there, we bought a scarecrow that we sit on the front porch every year.
Yeah.
And it says fall, y'all.
Yeah, they got some great stuff down there. They can definitely keep you decorated all season, all year round.
Yeah, so Stepping Stones Craft and More, located at Macaulay Drive, right across the street from Kentucky Fried Chicken.
Riker Williams takes the inbound. Drives it all the way in. Really, he was kind of untouched there.
I think everybody was kind of waiting to see who he was going to throw the ball to, and he just kind of kept zigzagging.
Yeah. Fox drives, kicks it out to Murray. Murray with a hard drive to the hoop. Gets the contact foul. And that's going to be on Van Fossen again, I believe.
Yep.
So the freshman getting some time. He's a freshman, right?
Yep, he's a freshman.
Yeah, getting some time and getting some varsity action, but unfortunately picked up 2 quick fouls.
Well, and that's Coach Tyrone Miller told us a couple weeks ago that he needed to bring him up so they could start getting some guys some more rest. Murray misses the first one.
Yeah, we talked about the percentage from the foul line could be a factor.
Yeah, right now Murray's 1 for 3.
Second shot up and good. So he split both pair. McDonald brings it up the floor. Braves not in any hurry. 22-11, 5:30 to play in the first half. James gets to Anama. Back to Riker Williams. Williams with the drive. Dumps it off there to Caleb Champ. Nice look there by Riker Williams. Wolf brings it up the floor. Gets it to Jinks. Surveys James. Jinks 3-point shot. Bucket good. And the contact.
He definitely got him on the elbow and the follow through.
Yep.
And James isn't happy about it, and I don't think Coach Tyrone Miller is, but I'm sitting all the way up here. And
I would say it wasn't a high five because he hit him in the forearm.
And that's huge right there because now this could be a 4-point play.
And it's Colt James' second foul. Jinks shot up and good.
And Jinks just having himself an outstanding season.
He is 10 points tonight, 11 points tonight.
Yeah, 11 out of the 15. And that's the Mustangs are going to have to find a way. Somebody else is going to have to get going.
Yes. Williams drives it in, kicks it out. Going to get a contact foul. I believe that one's going to go on Miles Wolf. It is.
Yep, going to get Wolf. And that's one thing you don't see Miles Wolf do a lot. He doesn't usually get himself into foul trouble.
No.
Still only his first foul, and we're 4:46 to go before halftime.
But there's been a decent amount called here in the second quarter, which is putting Riker Williams to the line. Knocks the first one down from the First Federal Community Bank foul line.
Bieber's going to come in for Indian Valley. Looks like Enama's going to take a seat. They're going to let James continue to play with 2 fouls.
Williams' second shot. Nothing but net. Brady Fox brings it up the floor for the Mustangs. Calling out the play. Gets to Miles Wolf. Wolf to Golick. Back to Wolf. To Fox. Riker Williams tried to pick that pass off. Just got his fingertips on it to knock it out of bounds.
Yeah, he took a big gamble. He come from a long way back right there, closing speed, and just about got it.
Both teams taking their time now on the offensive end.
Yeah, we went from running to now we kind of slowed down a little more my pace.
Yeah, exactly. Golick from the corner. That shot's up and good.
And sometimes that's what happens. You slow things down like that, defense forgets about somebody.
Yep. Nice play there by Cole Murray to bat that pass away. Miles Wolf comes up with it. Mustangs pushing. Jinks all the way to the rack, up and good. Colt James he was going to go up and contest the shot, but then he realized that'd be foul number 3.
So here in the last couple seconds, Claymont's closed that gap. They just now trail by 6.
Bieber gets it on the wing here. Shot up. Front iron, no good. Cole Murray with the rebound. Gets it out to Wolf. Mustangs looking to push again. Wolf all the way to the rack. Looked like he just lost contact with it, but they're going to maintain possession.
Listen, if you're the Mustangs, man, go down and run your offense. Indian Valley's going to keep throwing up 3-pointers and missing them.
Yeah.
There's no reason to go down and throw one up yourself. Go down, run your offense. If you get an open 3, you take it. If you don't, you take the 2.
I also like the awareness of all the Mustang players on the floor. Have you noticed that every one of them, they're trying to locate Colt James because they know he's playing with 2 fouls.
Well, yeah, and that's what you want to do. If you can get him a 3rd foul right before half. If you're Coach Miller, you're kind of watching it too, because if you think it's going to get aggressive on him, you might want to pull him.
Exactly. Fox gets it over to Miles Wolf. Kind of bobbled the pass. Golick gets it over to Murray. Going to get called for another travel.
Yeah, and that's one of those ones right there where I think the official seen, Cole kind of lowered his shoulder a little bit.
Yeah.
And Riker was putting pressure on him. They banged. He's like, listen, you guys do what you got to do.
Braves work it around. James has it on the wing. Back out to Bieber. Bieber gets to McDonald. Top to Colt James. Riker Williams on the wing. Drives it in. Miles Wolf playing defense. A lot of contact down there as well. Good defense there as the Mustangs kind of close the gap there on Williams. Bieber's 3-point shot up. No good. Jinx kind of played tip drill with himself to get that rebound.
Yeah, did a nice job going up. That's his 5th rebound.
And you're right, Shannon. Right now, the Braves, they seem to be kind of just relying on the 3-point shot, and they're not falling as Jinx puts it off the glass a little too hard. Hayden Bieber 3-point shot. That one finds the bottom.
Hayden Bieber telling his big brother here, just let me go ahead and take care of that.
Cole Murray with a good hard drive to the hoop, just couldn't get it to fall. Now Carson Golick going to pick up the foul as Colt James is going to make the walk down to the foul line.
Yeah, that's Claymont's 5th foul in the 2nd quarter. Indian Valley's got 3.
I don't know what was going on there. The official actually had to call everybody in to.
The official's like, nobody called timeout. What are we doing?
I was actually waiting to call the timeout because nobody was going to the free throw line as James knocks his first down.
That's Colt James' first point of the game. Who would have thought this late into the half that James would have more fouls than he has points?
Second shot up and good. 31-20, just under 2 minutes to play here in the first half.
If you're close to Jeanette and Hutton, you better get your order in for Amici's Pizza right now. At halftime, you can run there and pick it up.
Jackson Jinks with a fabulous pass to Cole Murray. And I think it was one of those moments where Murray knew he was wide open.
I'm so wide open.
It was so easy, and then he bobbled it out of bounds.
Maybe I distracted him with my Amici's Pizza comment. Maybe he was thinking of some banana peppers and sausage.
That might have been it. As Colt James shoots a 3, shot up no good. Hayden Bieber with the offensive board. James tries to tip it back in. James tries to corral it out of bounds and cannot before he went out of bounds, so the Mustangs will take over possession.
1:29 left in the half. Indian Valley 31, Claymont 20.
Joel off, gets over the wing to Cole Murray. 3-point shot, no good, but there's going to be a foul called there, I believe, on the Braves on the rebound. Have to watch the fingers on this one.
Yeah, going to be McDonald.
So the Mustangs maintain possession, though, inbound from the baseline.
So that foul was on Kylan McDonald, and Colt James was in the area. And I think Coach Tyrone Miller said, I've seen enough for the first half. We're going to give you a break.
Yes. Too many close calls to get that 3rd foul. Inbound to Jinx. Jinx gets it to Wolf. Over to Brady Fox. Did not hesitate and hit that 3. Nice shot there by Fox.
Yeah, and that's one thing I think Brady, he runs the offense so well that sometimes he lacks on pulling the trigger, and when he decides to shoot it, sometimes he can knock down some shots.
Yeah. Bieber gets the tip pass over in the corner. Runs out of space. Anama ends up with it. A little strong on the layup. Cole Murray with the rebound. Gets it to Miles Wolf. Wolf, hard drive to the hoop. Turnaround jumper, up and good. Mustangs have closed to within 6. 25 seconds to play here in the first half.
Yeah, they're Indian Valley going to play for the last shot right here, and Coach Watkins is probably happy to play defense on this last shot and just keep it from getting a bucket.
Williams gets it to Anama. Anama drives on Fox, kicks it back out to Riker Williams. Corner three-point shot is up and good. For Riker Williams, 4-3 of the half. 34-25 after one half of basketball here at Indian Valley High School. We'll be back with the First National Bank of Denison halftime report right after this with Big Z Sports.
The T-County Boxing Academy is excited to announce the return of their youth boxing for 2026. Registration is now open for interested boys and girls ages 7 to 15. Classes will run Mondays, Wednesdays, and Fridays from 6:30 to 7:30 p.m. T-County Boxing gives you the option of paying for the classes monthly or per visit, whichever works best for you. To learn more about youth training and all that the T-County Boxing Academy offers, find them on Facebook.
In basketball, a game can be won or lost with the right call. Real estate is no different. Hi, this is Jan McInturf, and when it's time to buy or sell a home, the right call is to McInturf Realty. For over 30 years, our team has delivered results, making us your trusted local real estate choice. We're grateful for your continued support and are ready to help you make the right moves in real estate. Visit us online at McInturfRealty.net. Make the call to McInturf Realty.
The Sarchone name has always been known for truck sales, and once you see our inventory, you'll understand why. At Sarchone Chrysler Dodge Jeep Ram in Dalton, you'll find the largest selection of new trucks and SUVs in the area. Shop our inventory at SarchoneCDJR.com or stop in and visit us on the corner of Route 30 and Route 94 in Dalton. Sarchone Chrysler Dodge Jeep and Ram. Get your own at Sarchone.
Hi, I'm Zach Motice with the Tuscarawas Insurance Agency. For all your auto, home, farm, and business insurance needs, contact our team at the Tuscarawas Insurance Agency or stop in and see us at one of our 3 locations in downtown New Philadelphia, Sugar Creek, or in Strasburg, providing excellent service to the Tuscarawas Valley since 1885. Everyone here at the Tuscarawas Insurance Agency would like to wish all area athletes good luck this season.
TMK Valley Propane is embracing remote tank monitors. Are you tired of going outside to check your propane tank or forget to order your propane on time? TMK Valley Propane now provides reliable remote tank monitoring technology. Let TMK Valley Propane take the worry away, provide timely delivery, and never run out of propane again. Thank you for your trust in TMK Valley Propane.
All the way with TMK, service with a personal touch.
Join us at Keim Home Center and Keim Mount Hope Hardware for the President's Day appliance sale. Now through February 26th, save on brands like Whirlpool and GE. And shop with confidence knowing our appliance team services what we sell. Visit us online at keimhome.com, at Keim Home Center in Charm, or at Keim Mount Hope Hardware to learn more and shop the President's Day appliance sale. Now through February 26th.
This is Brian Williams, commercial lender with the First National Bank of Denison. The day you decided to open your business, you planted the seed. As your roots become stronger, the First National Bank of Denison is here to help your business grow. Strong businesses make strong communities, and because we live, work, and raise our families here, your business benefits us all. Whether you need more space, equipment, or inventory, come see us today for your next business loan. We are a local bank with local decision makers, and your success is our greatest reward. At the First National Bank of Denison, we have our roots where others have their branches. Equal housing lender, member FDIC.
Wood Electric has been trusted with all of your electrical needs for over 30 years. They are the place to call for residential, commercial, and industrial work. Wood Electric is available 24 hours a day and ready to help with any electrical problem, outage, or installation. Wood Electric, serving Tuscarawas County and beyond since 1988. Like Wood Electric on Facebook or find them online at woodelectric.net.
Welcome back to Indian Valley High School as it's 34-25. Indian Valley leads Claymont after an exciting first half of basketball. It's now time for our First National Bank of Denison halftime report. And I believe you have some stats tallied up there, Shannon.
Yeah, we'll do a quick quarter score here, though. In the first quarter, it was Indian Valley 17-8, and then at halftime it was 34-25. So that second quarter finished 17-17.
Oh, wow.
But Claymont made a 9-point gain, so plus 9 for Claymont there in that second quarter to get back into this game.
And that buzzer beater 3 there really, I mean, it's only a 9-point game, but it was only going to be 6 if that didn't fall.
Yeah. So for the Claymont Mustangs here in the first quarter, they're led by the guy that does a lot of things for them in Jackson Jinks. He has 13 points and 5 rebounds, followed up by Miles Wolf, has 4 points, 1 rebound, and 1 steal. Carson Golick has a 3-pointer and a steal. Brady Fox has a 3-pointer. And then Cole Murray has 2 points, 2 rebounds, and a steal. And Jamar Lyles has 1 rebound for the Claymont Mustangs here in the first half. For the Indian Valley Braves, they're led by Frank, Mr. Riker Williams. He has 18 points, 1 assist, and 1 rebound. Then Cammy Nama has 5 points, 1 rebound. Hayden Beaver has a 3-pointer and a rebound. Kylan McDonald has 2 points and a rebound. Deegan Beaver has 2 points and a rebound. Caleb Champ has 2 points. And Colt James has 2 points and 5 rebounds.
Well, I'm going to say one thing. I'm glad you had that stuff written down because there's definitely some failures going on with the scoreboard here at Indian Valley High School.
Yeah, they.
Good thing you weren't relying on that.
I'm going to guess somebody over there moved their feet and probably unplugged it from the floor or something. I think that happened to Joe Geckner one time in a tournament basketball game.
I think it did. I think it may have. Yeah, that's. This is definitely, it's never good whenever it's messed up, and the boards aren't even the same right now.
No,
they got, it's almost like they got it back, and they got it back.
And Mr. Zach Golick, the athletic director here, has been here for a couple of years now. I had to go over there and kind of get them all straightened out, and he's like, you see that thing right there? Can't touch that.
Can't touch that, yeah.
You know, and obviously, it's a good system because the clock, it never even lost count. We're down to 4:44 here left in the First National Bank of Denison halftime show.
Yeah, and I'll tell you what, first half, a couple things stood out to me. Obviously, the way the first half ended, Riker Williams with his 3-point shot. He's scoring 12 of the 34 from behind the arc for the Braves. And then on the other side of it, Jackson Jinks. I mean, he has just been everywhere. Obviously got those two fouls on. They were offensive fouls with the charge calls, but I would say out of the first half, that's the only really, I guess, check mark you could put against him. The way he played, he was everywhere.
And you got to look at that Claymont team. Is sitting here thinking about it. Jackson Jinks never came off the floor. Miles Wolf never came off the floor. Not sure if Cole Murray came off the floor yet or not. But you get over here on the Indian Valley side, everybody has taken a break. And it's one thing Coach Miller at the beginning of the year didn't know how deep his bench would be, but it's deep enough to where he's giving guys a break.
Yes.
We've seen Riker Williams didn't start the second quarter, which now I see why he didn't. Look like he got caught an elbow or something in the nose as he had a little bit of a bloody nose. They were attending to that, got him straightened up. So usually for Indian Valley, Riker doesn't come off the floor pretty much at all unless they get a substantial lead, and then they might bring him out. But everybody else for Indian Valley has got a minute or two here to sit. And we said, that might be huge here in the second half. But I have watched Claymont play enough this year. It takes a lot to get Jackson Jinks tired. I mean, he's done an outstanding job with his conditioning throughout the year. He's hit the weight room, all summer long and getting ready for football, and it's paid off in basketball. He's just he's a machine out there on the basketball court, and he does a phenomenal job for Claymont.
And I would say with both coaches, if there's one common denominator that's being talked about in the locker room, it's missed opportunities. The Braves had a ton of open threes, really weren't able to knock any down. Obviously, we talked about Williams hitting the 4 of them, and Anama did hit 1, I believe, late in the second quarter. On the Mustangs, in the Mustangs locker room, they had a lot of shots underneath, a little too strong off the glass, unable to capitalize on those points. So that's one of those deals I think coaches are going to be like, look, keep doing what you're doing because it's working. We just got to start knocking those shots down.
Well, and another thing they're going to have to – Claymont needs do a little bit of work at the charity stripe. They're 5 for 8 from the free throw line. Left a couple points on the board right there to where Indian Valley's 5 of 6, so they've only got 1 miss from the free throw line. So like I said, you got to get those charity stripe points whenever you can get them.
Yep, well, that'll do it for our First National Bank of Denison halftime report. We'll be back with second half action with Big Z Sports right after this.
Are you ready to make a difference in a young person's life? Big Brothers Big Sisters of East Central Ohio has 88 children waiting for a mentor. As a mentor, you will spend as little as 4 hours a month with your little, guiding them, listening, and helping them discover their full potential. Your time and your kindness can change the course of their future. By becoming a Big, you're not just volunteering, you're defending the potential of a child, giving them an opportunity to dream big and reach higher. Visit www.bigs4kids.com to sign up and help us make sure that no child has to wait. Big Brothers Big Sisters of East Central Ohio. Defend the potential and become a Big today.
Cush Financial Group has been proudly serving the community's financial needs for over 35 years. The team at Cush Financial follows an industry-leading service model with a unique approach and fiduciary responsibilities associated with their board-certified financial planner. With over 75 years of combined experience, the advisors at Cush Financial Group are here to help you achieve your financial goals. Contact their office at 330-308-8700 or visit their website at cushfinancial.com to see about scheduling your free consultation today. Securities and investment advisory services offered through Independence Capital Company Incorporated, member FINRA SIPC.
At Harts's Quality Housing, we believe a home is where families grow, memories are made, and futures are built. For 47 years, we've stood by the values that matter most: honesty, trust, and a commitment to our community. Our goal is to provide affordable, reliable housing solutions. We don't just build homes, we invest in the future by supporting local student athletes and the schools that shape tomorrow's leaders. Whether it's on the field or in the classroom, we're proud to stand with our youth and the families who cheer them on. Hartzler's Quality Housing, built on trust, committed to community.
Welcome back to Indian Valley High School as we are getting set here for second half action. Indian Valley Braves will have possession of the basketball, and they're literally just waiting for the clock to expire. Probably don't, after the little mishap, probably don't want to mess with anything. Just let it do its thing. We'll start the third quarter when it's supposed to start, right, Shannon?
Yeah, nobody touched anything.
Athletic Director Zach Golick was in position, though, if he was needed again. McDonald gets it over to James on the wing, tries for the entry pass to Riker Williams. Williams throws it to Bieber as he was falling down.
And smart play by Bieber. I don't know if he seen him falling down or if he was coming in for a rebound, but outstanding job. He gives a little bit of pump fake. Cole Murray goes up for it, and that's Cole Murray's fourth foul.
I honestly thought maybe that was remnants of the board mishap, but no, Cole Murray with his fourth foul. So Dominic Joloff is going to get some extended time here for the Mustangs, and the Braves just got the offensive rebound on the missed free throw. Bieber, pickpocket by Brady Fox. Fox is pushing the tempo. He gets it out to Joloff. Joloff for three, shot up, no good. Miles Wolf with the offensive rebound. Scoop shot up and good. So the Mustangs made the best of a bad situation there to keep the lead still at 9. Cole James drive to the hoop, no good. Rebounded by Carson Golick. That ball was batted around. Last touch by Miles Wolf. Braves will take possession.
Everything happens so fast there. I'm trying to look at my stat sheet here to make sure.
Yeah, they're back to a quick tempo to start this second half. McDonald slowly brings it up the floor. He's giving you a minute to get everything situated there. Gets to Anama, over to James, to McDonald. McDonald resets, gets to Riker Williams. Williams kicks it out to Deegan Bieber for three, and that shot is up and good.
Yeah, that's Bieber's first three after he put up a lot in the first half and couldn't get him to fall, but you know what? Shooter's mentality, just keep shooting.
Keep shooting, and they switch tubes. Miles Wolf drives, cut off by Deegan Bieber. Gets it out to Joloff. Joloff gets it to Jackson Jinks. Ball batted around. Joloff comes up with it, dribbles out. Gets it to Fox. Fox three-point shot, front iron, no good. Deegan Bieber with the rebound.
Yeah, nice hustle right there by Joloff. Kind of like the rest, everybody else kind of gave up on it. He stayed after it, gave him another opportunity.
Anama gets it to Bieber for another three. Front iron, no good. Carson Golick with the rebound. Gets it to Fox. Fox pushes it up to Jinx. Jinx shut off. Gets it back out to Miles Wolf. Wolf to Golick. Cross-court pass. Dangerous cross-court pass. Batted out by Riker Williams.
Yeah, Riker Williams doesn't play defensive back. He's a defensive lineman. So he was unable to get up and make that catch.
I'm sure he'll appreciate that.
Hey, he's the career sacks leader. So
Deegan Bieber just basically stepped in front of that pass, takes it all the way to the rack, up and good. He just jumped that pass. As Wolf brings it up the floor. Timeout, Gary Watkins, and we'll take it with him. It's a Cush Financial Group timeout. Back with more basketball right after this with Big Z Sports.
At First Federal Community Bank, investing in our community isn't just a slogan. It's how we do business each and every day. I'm Corey Parker, mobile mortgage lender, and our goal is to empower your financial well-being and build a lasting relationship with you, your family, and your business. We're here to assist you every step of the way, from checking and savings accounts to mortgages and commercial loans. First Federal Community Bank, serving your banking needs in Dover, New Philadelphia, Yorksville, Sugar Creek, Berlin, and Mount Hope. Equal housing lender, member FDIC, NMLS number 1810696.
Welcome back to Indian Valley High School. That Cush Financial Group timeout. Head coach Gary Watkins, I think he saw enough of how that second half started.
Yeah, he gets down here in offense. He's wanting to slow him down and, make sure we're all on the same page here.
Dangerous pass there by Brady Fox on the inbound. Miles Wolf corrals it, though, to get the offense started for the Mustangs. Nice drive, spin move against Riker Williams. Draws the contact and the foul. Bucket good. That'll be Riker Williams' first foul of the night.
Yeah, and Miles Wolf is so good at squaring up to the hoop.
Yes. Yeah, he was in complete control of that move as he steps to the First Federal Community Bank foul line. Back iron, no good, and Nama gets that rebound. And McDonald brings it up the floor for the Braves. McDonald to Anama. Anama to Bieber. Bieber was thinking about getting it into James. James comes to him. To McDonald. Riker Williams on the wing. Thought about the three. Drives it in. Kick. Nice pass there to Deegan Bieber. Shot up, no good. Brady Fox could not corral the rebound there.
Yeah, the Braves, they wanted contact underneath, and they didn't get the call that they wanted, but like I said, Fox was unable to control it, so it worked out in their favor anyhow.
Riker Williams with a strong move. He draws the contact. Gets the shot to fall. Jackson Jenks going to get called for the foul. That's his third.
Yeah, if you're Coach Watkins, you don't want to see that.
Williams shot up and good. Substitution for the Braves. Anama's going to sit down. Hayden Bieber steps in.
Williams 3 for 3 from the free throw line. We've seen, I think it was the Dover game where he pretty much won that one on foul shots at the end.
Wolf brings it up the floor. Braves full three-quarter court defense it was kind of lurking back a little bit further, and I don't think the Mustangs were prepared for it.
No, and he kind of went to throw the ball around Kylan McDonald and threw it right into his gut.
Joloff goes up, high points that one, comes down with it as Hayden Bieber gets the rebound. He pushes it up the floor, gets it to his brother Deegan. Colt James, three-point shot up and good.
I think Hayden Bieber kind of wanted to slow everything down right there, and the other guys like, we're not slowing anything down.
We're going to have another timeout by head coach Gary Watkins. Back with more basketball right after this with Big Z Sports.
Every game begins with a spark. Athletes stepping onto the court, families filling the stands, and communities coming together. At Niedenthal & Company, their belief is that this spirit is what makes our communities such special places to live and grow. To all athletes in Tuscarawas, Holmes, Wayne, and Stark counties, your dedication inspires us all. Keep pushing, keep believing, and know your communities are behind you every step of the way. Niedenthal & Company wishes all athletes competing the best of luck this season.
5-star quality, 5-star service, 5-star satisfaction. Hi, this is Chandy Salisbury with Riverside Manor Nursing and Rehabilitation Center. We are proud to be the area's only skilled nursing facility with these elite ratings. Locally owned and operated since 1978, Riverside ranks in the top 3% of nearly 1,000 Ohio facilities for outcomes, return-to-home success, and customer satisfaction. With on-site therapy 7 days a week, we help you recover quickly, safely, and confidently. Call me today at 740-498-5165 to learn more.
When you think pizza, think Amici's Pizza with locations in West Lafayette and Canadian-Hutton. Amici's Pizza offers you your favorite traditional pizzas, as well as specialty pizzas, subs, wings, and salads. Everything from the dough to the sauce is made fresh daily. There's just something different about a pizza from Amici's. Try one today in West Lafayette or Canadian-Hutton. Big city taste for a small city price. Learn more. Find Amici's on Facebook.
Welcome back to Indian Valley High School as Claymont on the inbound turned it over. Indian Valley then dribbles it out of bounds. So really, nothing was missed. Claymont has possession.
They knew we were in media timeout, and they thought they'd just help us out, and they both just turned the ball over.
Yeah. Started right where we left off, just a different spot on the floor. Miles Wolf drives it in. Contact by Deegan Bieber. Bieber with the rebound, gets it over to Riker Williams. Williams brings it up the floor. Gets it to McDonald. McDonald pulls it back out, gets the play set. Gets it to Colt James. Entry pass in, and that one's bobbled out of bounds. That was off of Riker Williams.
Riker saying he kicked it, and the other official saying you kicked it. Brady Fox is standing there between Coach Miller and the official saying, no, you're wrong. They're trying to convince him yes, and Brady's standing there shaking his head no.
Brady's just wanting the ball so he can get away from that situation is what he's wanting.
Indian Valley going to come out with a little bit of pressure.
Yeah. Oh. Carson Golick ends up with it after they get through. Fox with a drive to the hoop, shot up and good. That was a nice attack there on that pressure by the Mustangs.
Yeah, nice job by Fox to go in there and just lay it off the glass. Go up strong with it, expect contact, never got it.
Anama thought about the three, kicks it to McDonald. McDonald with the drive, kicks it to James in the corner. 3-point shot up and good. So it's clear the Braves like this hoop a little bit better than the one they were on in the first half.
Yeah, James coming alive a little bit here in the second half, only after having 2 points in the first half. Got 2 3-pointers now.
Lyles takes the 3-point shot. No good. Rebounded by Anama. Anama pushes it up the floor. Double dribble. Yep.
He's trying to say it was knocked away.
(52-31), 2:33 to play here in the third quarter. This is where the Mustangs, they just need to chip away. Obviously, you're not going to get a 20-point shot. You just want to cut this lead, try to get it down to around 15 by the end of the third quarter. Golick gets it back to Wolf. Wolf thought about the three, drives on Riker Williams. Miles Wolf somehow came up with his own rebound. Good hustle there by him. Jenks, top of the key, 2-point shot. More contact there. Braves take over possession. Riker Williams looks to inbound.
Yeah, Coach Watkins ain't even going to take his hands out of his pocket for that one.
No, actually, he's not even looking in that direction. He's just going to focus on the defensive end here. Williams with Wolf on him. Thought about the three, steps back, now he'll take it. That one rattles around, no good. Williams kicks it over. James ends up with it with a hard drive to the hoop. They're going to get a body contact foul there on Miles Wolf.
Yeah, that all started with Caleb Shamp getting a rebound, got it back out to Williams. Williams decided he wanted to drive, and then he kicks it out to James.
So James going to step to the First Federal Community Bank foul line to try to complete the three-point play. Shot is up and good. Deegan Beaver now checks in for Colt James. Wolf brings it up the floor. He drives on Anama, works his way in. He goes up for the shot. Looked like a tie-up. Going to get the foul called.
I think they're going to get Anama when he first went to spin. I think Anama kind of got a hold of the jersey in the back.
Oh, okay.
And then as far as the block, he looked like he got all ball in it, but I think he kind of got his hand on his jersey and spun him a little bit.
Yeah. I was thinking maybe there was a little hip check. Kind of hard to see from up here. Wolf's first shot up. Back iron, rattles around. He actually hit all parts of the rim. That one fell.
Yeah, that rim was given just like the Ericksville Eagles. They give a lot to the community down there in the Twin Cities and surrounding communities. If you're looking for an organization to join the Ericksville Eagles. They do a lot of great things. I know they help out the Twin City Little League a lot in the years past, and I love to hear the sound of baseball season coming.
Oh, it's coming. The schedule's currently under construction. Timeout there by head coach Tyrone Miller. We're going to take it with him. It's a Cush Financial Group timeout. Back after this with Big Z Sports.
Stepping Stone Crafts and More, located on Macaulay Drive in Uricksville, has everything you need to decorate your home or office for any season throughout the year. Stepping Stone is filled wall to wall with handmade crafts, candles, and more. Plus, when the weather gets better, Stepping Stone expands their selection with a variety of outdoor decor. To see all they offer, stop by 1745 Water Street in Uricksville or find Stepping Stone Crafts and More on Facebook.
Welcome back to Indian Valley High School. 55-33. Indian Valley leads with 1:15 to play here in the third quarter. All basketball presentations all season long brought to you by the Kind Company, Tuscarawas Insurance Agency, and TMK Valley Propane. This game has just been a little bit of battle of runs. Indian Valley's just had the bigger runs to have the bigger lead right now.
Yeah, and that's the thing. The big runs have come for Indian Valley, and usually it's like a couple back-to-back three-pointers, and that just kind of hurts everything.
Yeah, Riker Williams with a hard drive to the hoop. Contact there by Miles Wolf.
And I think they're going to get Jackson Jinks. Oh, no. Who'd you say, Wolf?
Yeah. So that'll send Riker Williams to the line to shoot two. First shot up and good from the First Federal Community Bank foul line. Second shot up and good.
A couple Riverside Manor scoreboard updates as East Canton leads Strasburg after three quarters, 29-25. And Ridgewood leads Garraway 34-27 after three quarters.
A couple close games there. That second one can be heard on 99.9. Nice entry pass there to Jinks. Jinks was swarmed by four Braves. Going to make life a little difficult for him. Hayden Bieber gets it over to Colt James.
He put a little pump fake in there, got Jamar Lyles up. And
yeah.
Jamar come down, landing on his back. And James unable to get it to go in as he was falling forward as he was trying to shoot it in there.
So James will take his turn at the foul line. First shot up and good. Braves have really stretched that lead here in the third quarter. Lead by 25 now. Second shot is up and good.
So James a perfect 5 for 5 from the free throw line.
Jinks brings it up the floor. Step back, shot fake. Nice look into Jamar Lyles. Lyles a little too strong off the glass, can't get it to fall. Rebounded by Deegan Bieber. McDonald with a nice move to the hoop, kicks it out to Bieber. Bieber to James. James tried for a cross-court pass. Goalie couldn't corral it. Bieber ended up with it, hard off the glass. No good as the clock expires. That'll do it for the third quarter, 59-33. We'll be back with more with Big Z Sports after this.
The Fraternal Order of Eagles is an international nonprofit organization uniting fraternally in the spirit of liberty, truth, justice, and equality to make human life more desirable by lessening its ills and promoting peace, prosperity, gladness, and hope. Locally, the Uhrichsville Eagles is a proud supporter of not only local school districts, but also local police and fire departments. To learn more about the Uhrichsville Eagles, they invite you to stop by and see how they are truly people helping people.
PAC Drilling, a family-owned and operated company since 2005 in Bolivar, takes pride in being an economic oil and gas drilling company. PAC's objective is to contribute to American energy independence through profitable development, operation, and marketing of oil and natural gas wells. PAC also employs operating technicians to oversee each and every well drilled to maximize its productivity and longevity. Contact PAC Drilling at pacdrilling.com.
Technology shouldn't slow us down. It should move us forward. At Logivision Technologies, we've been helping local businesses for over 12 years on US 62 in Winesburg, solving tech problems and making everyday operations easier. And we're here with custom IT solutions that just simply work. At Logivision, it's people first. That means service with integrity, professionalism, and genuine care. Call 330-234-5025 for your free consultation today. Logivision Technologies, local IT, real solutions, people first.
Welcome back to Indian Valley High School. Claymont on the quick inbound there. Unfortunately couldn't corral the ball. Indian Valley will take over as Riker Williams in the wing kicks it over to McDonald. Tries for an alley-oop pass. He was standing out of bounds though, so the Mustangs will take over possession. They kind of did that same thing again, Shannon. Giving us time for that media timeout. Nothing really changed.
Nope, goes right back to Claymont.
Fox gets it over to Bryce and Gray. Gray back to Fox. To Golick.
Gray had an outstanding game against Carrollton. Kind of surprised this is the quickest he got in today. Bieber bringing it, or Kylie McDonald bringing some pressure right there. Bach got the steal.
Yeah.
He's laying on the ground and ball kind of rolled off of him, went out of bounds.
Brady Fox gets it over to Jinks. Lucky that pass got through. Jinks with a little jumper. Front iron no good. Gray with the offensive glass. Again, gets it back to Jinks. Good hustle there by Bryce and Gray.
I'm telling you, man, the kid had an outstanding game out there at Carrollton.
Long three-point shot by Cam and Amma. Ball, I think, rolled away there. What happened? Oh, he must have stepped on the line when he went to inbound it.
He must have been standing on the line and threw the ball in bounds.
Yeah. McDonald gets it in. Deegan Bieber, another long three-point shot. That's up and good. And the three-point shot, as we talked about at halftime, it wasn't falling in the first half. It's falling now for the Braves.
Williams with the rebound, pushes it up to Deegan Bieber.
Off the glass, up and good. Mustangs get the Jinks to Lyles. Lyles, jump shot up, no good. Jinks, offensive putback, no good. McDonald comes up with the rebound. Riker Williams, three-point shot up, and good.
And that will
make it a running clock. Yep. Head coach before that possession, Coach Gary Watkins already had wholesale changes coming. Brayson Gray with a nice drive to the hoop, going to get the contact from Anama to go to the foul line. Gray's first shot up and good. It's got Aaron Grandison making his first appearance in the ball game. Miles Wolf checks back in. Joloff checks back in. And Cole Murray checks back in. Second shot by Gray, up and good. Braves in no hurry now. McDonald gets to Anama. Anama. Cole James with the drive. Loses control. That ball was batted away by Gray. Got a shoe tie here. McDonald entry pass into Williams. Williams, step back. Gets it back out. Anama, another long three. No good. Cole Murray with the rebound. Gets it to Joloff. Joloff brings it up the floor. Joloff drive to the hoop. No look. Contact. That shot almost fell, and he wasn't even looking at the hoop.
Well, he felt the contact, so he knew he had to throw it towards the hoop. That way the official will give you the shots, and if you get lucky and it goes in.
Absolutely. Smart play. He knew where the hoop was, and he knew how hard he had to throw it up there. Joloff's first shot from the First Federal Community Bank foul line, up and good. And for anybody that's not aware, the clock is still running. The Mustangs would have to get the lead below 30 for it to be back to a normal operating clock.
Joloff makes the second one.
McDonald brings it up the floor. Anama with the drive to the hoop, kicks it back out to James. James with the drive. Over to Hayden Bieber, to Riker Williams. Miles Wolf picks his pocket. The drive to the hoop. Contact, shot up, and good.
And that will end the running clock.
It will. Just like that, it's gone. Miles Wolf steps to the free throw line. Shot is up, back iron, and good. Riker Williams brings it up the floor. Gets it over to Hayden Bieber. Bryce and Gray with the pickpocket there. Hard drive to the hoop. Shot up is good. Braves getting a little sloppy here once they got that big lead. Cam Anama hands it off. Hayden Bieber thought about it. Gets to Colt James. James, drive to the hoop. A lot of contact. Follows his own shot. That shot's no good. Gray comes out of there with another rebound. Miles Wolf drives it down the floor. Kicks it back to Gray. Gray three-point shot. No good. Rebounded by Anama. Braves waiting to make their own set of substitutions here. Gets it out to Riker Williams.
A quick scoreboard update. With 32 seconds left, Garraway has taken the lead, 43-41.
Three-point shot there by Hayden Bieber is up and good. Miles Wolf with the drive to the hoop. Going to get the contact foul there. Riker's giving that look on that call, but it's one of those things, man. As soon as you start coming, if you try to block a shot, the minute you start coming down with that swipe, it's the beacon to call the foul.
Yeah, anytime you're bringing that arm forward and down, you're going to get in trouble.
Joloff gets it in. Brayson Gray going to get fouled on his way up. I think that's going to go on Van Fossen, who already had 2 fouls from earlier in the game. I'm not certain on that foul call. As Gray's first shot, up, front iron, no good. and splits the pair. Yeah, like you said, Shannon, Bryson Gray, he's came into this and made the most out of his minutes, played very well.
Yeah, he does a nice job off the bench.
Caleb Champ with a nice drive there to the hoop for the Braves.
Gray only a junior. He'll be back.
Mason Houston out there with the ball, gets it over to Gray. Gray tried to dump it down. Grandison. Champ with the steal, lays it off the glass, up and good. So the Braves are going to improve to 10-8, 8-2 in the IVC. Mustangs are going to fall to 14-7, 8-4 in the IVC. Next up for Indian Valley, they will take on
Highland, I think.
The Highland Hawks at Highland on Thursday. And the Mustangs, obviously the showcase is coming up. They are going to, they are not in action again until the showcase on Saturday. So time to kind of give them a chance to regroup, get things right again. 3-point shot in the corner, front iron, no good. Joloff tips it out. Good hustle there by Ettore Del Curdo Bragado.
I was waiting for you.
And that'll do it from Indian Valley High School as the Indian Valley Braves pick up the 77-47 win tonight at home. We'll be back with the Dumont Sporting Goods postgame show right after this with Big Z Sports.
The Fraternal Order of Eagles is an international nonprofit organization uniting fraternally in the spirit of liberty, truth, justice, and equality to make human life more desirable by lessening its ills and promoting peace, prosperity, gladness, and hope. Locally, the Uhrichsville Eagles is a proud supporter of not only local school districts, but also local police and fire departments. To learn more about the Uhrichsville Eagles, they invite you to stop by and see how they are truly people helping people.
PAC Drilling, a family-owned and operated company since 2005 in Bolivar, takes pride in being an economic oil and gas drilling company. PAC's objective is to contribute to American energy independence through profitable development, operation, and marketing of oil and natural gas wells. PAC also employs operating technicians to oversee each and every well drilled to maximize its productivity and longevity. Contact PAC Drilling at pacdrilling.com.
Technology shouldn't slow us down. It should move us forward. At Lodgevision Technologies, we've been helping local businesses for over 12 years on US 62 in Winesburg, solving tech problems and making everyday operations easier. And we're here with custom IT solutions that just simply work. At Lodgevision, it's people first. That means service with integrity, professionalism, and genuine care. Call 330-234-5025 for your free consultation today. Lodgevision Technologies, local IT, real solutions, people first.
Welcome back to Indian Valley High School. It's now time for the Dumont Sporting Goods postgame show as the Indian Valley Braves pick up the 77-47 win tonight. And I'll tell you, I think it was just, at halftime things really kind of tightened up. I know Riker Williams hit that three as the time expired. But, excuse me, the Mustangs were able to stay in it for that first half, and the adjustments that were made really made a big difference there in the third quarter. And it almost looked like Claymont kind of got shell-shocked as the way that third quarter started.
And that's what happens. When you go fast like that and they're able to knock down a couple big three-pointers to start the quarter, they hit those couple three-pointers, then they had a couple defensive stops and got some twos out of it. Next thing you know, it went from a 9-point game to a 20-point game, it seemed like, in about 2 minutes.
Yeah.
And that right there, then that kind of makes your offense want to go fast, and your guys got to kind of make some adjustments on the run, and they're having trouble getting shots to fall tonight. Just the game kind of got physical. There's probably some fouls that should have been called that wasn't called, but as far as the foul thing, it was consistent all night long, and that's all you can ask from the officials. You don't want a game to start out to where it was kind of physical in the first half, and then you start calling fouls in the second half. It kind of stayed the same throughout the game, regardless if you liked it or if you didn't.
That's one thing it was. It was definitely, there was consistency and that's all you can ask for. But I think you had enough time there to total up some stats, and once you get through that, we'll be able to name our McInturf Realty Player of the Game.
Yeah, we'll start with the Claymont Mustangs. They were led by Jackson Jinks, who had a big first half and was quiet in the second half. He ended the game with 15 points, 5 rebounds. Miles Wolf was the other big point total for Claymont. He had 14 points, 3 rebounds, and 1 steal. Brady Fox had 5 points. Carson Golick had 3 points, 2 rebounds, and a steal. Dominic Jolliffe had 2 points. Brayson Gray had 3 points, 2 rebounds, and a steal. Cole Murray had 2 points, 3 rebounds, and a steal. And Zach Cox right there coming off the bench got one at the end of the game for 2 points. So that wraps up the stats I had for the Claymont Mustangs. For your winners, the Indian Valley Braves. Colt James, 13 points, 5 rebounds. Deegan Beaver, 14 points, 3 rebounds. Caleb Shamp, 6 points, 2 rebounds. Cammy Nama, 8 points, 4 rebounds. Kylan McDonald, 2 points, 1 rebound. Hayden Beaver, 6 points and 2 rebounds. And that leaves
I think you left somebody out.
I left one guy out, and I didn't even have to ask you about it. Our McInturf Realty Player of the Game in Indian Valley's win tonight will be Riker Williams. By my totals, which aren't always right, but Frank ended the night with 26 points, 3 rebounds, a steal, and 2 assists. So congratulations to Riker Williams and the Indian Valley Braves on picking up the win, and Riker picking up another McInturf Realty Player of the Game shirt, but his first one for basketball season
and
this
the
year.
First one with 26 on the back.
There you go.
There you go.
He's got all those 2025s and 2024s, but he ain't got no 2026.
Yeah, no, he definitely set the tone when this game was a lot closer in the first half. It was his threes that were the difference maker, and then he came right back out with the same intensity in the second half.
Yeah, he did a phenomenal job just making sure that he knocked his shots down from deep. His intensity is always high. And we pretty much said at the beginning of the game it was going to be him and Colt James and Miles Wolf and Jackson Jinks. And I think we nailed it on the head. Those guys were there, and the only other guy that kind of really jumped in the picture with Deegan Beaver was he had double digits, and Cammy Nama ended up with 8. So, outstanding job by those 4 leaders of those teams. And as I look down there on the basketball court, I see a Big Z sports shirt standing right at midcourt.
Yeah, it's funny. You see a lot of those around now. It's weird.
Everybody wants that Z.
I mean, heck, we got to even deliver one tomorrow. I mean, we're getting requests for one. So, but for Shannon Thomas, I'm Adam Sweski. Tomorrow, don't forget, tune in for IVC Championship Wrestling, as we'll have it right here on the Big Z Sports YouTube channel. Should be a night jam-packed full of action. And till the next time, hey, we're off from the basketball courts, we're off until next Tuesday. But it was a good time, and till we go to another school, for Big Z Sports, we're out.
You've been listening to New Philadelphia Quaker Basketball with Big Z Sports on WJER from the Republic State Mortgage Mobile Studio. Special features in tonight's game included the Dover Philly Heating and Cooling Tip-Off, the Wendy's starting lineup, the National Anthem brought to you by First Federal Community Bank, the Wood Electric Coaches Corner Show, the Commercial and Savings Bank Keys to the Game, the Kemp Insurance Stat Report, the McInturf Realty Halftime Show, and the Subway Player of the Game. Tonight's game was also brought to you by Newtown Mall, Dover Break, Dover Philly, Your Credit Union, Time and Charm, Hua Refinishing, and your local Lewis Family McDonald's restaurants. For the best coverage of Quaker basketball all season long, there is only one Big Z Sports on WJER, the sports voice of the Valley.